Finally, here's a collection of operating tips that you can use in your day-to-day work. Lean the top of the tires in the same direction the windrow is being discharged. This permits better tire grip to counteract side drag. Articulate so the back of the machine is away from the heel of the blade. This improves visibility to the cut, helps keep your tandems level, and allows the machine to move more material by offsetting side drag. If it's not possible to articulate away from the heel, dump the windrow between the tandems. This can be used for pulling a wet ditch and keeping the drive wheels on the road surface. For a wider compaction swath, articulate the machine slightly, allowing the rear tandems to run offset from the front tires. You can help judge blade distance from the ground by watching the shadow of the blade. The toe of the blade requires more attention and adjustment than the heel, because the toe is positioned to make a smooth transition from the previous grading pass. Every time you look at the blade, you're judging how deeply the blade is cutting. When fine grading, it's important to keep the rear wheels of the machine on as flat and level a surface as possible. This will help you control your blade. Watch this demonstration. The grader is spreading this windrow, but when the operator gets his left rear tires on top of the windrow, it throws his blade tilt off, and he begins to gouge the surface at the toe. If he continues to operate this way, he'll have to constantly adjust his blade to try to correct for it. Remember, when fine grading, keep the rear wheels on flat and level ground. Here's a technique for turning around in a tight spot. Drive just beyond where you want to turn around. Back up and turn using articulation. The front of the machine will follow right behind the tandems. Using articulation in this way will allow you to turn sharper than if you used front steer alone. To prevent the machine from tipping when turning downhill, use your articulation to gradually move back to the straight frame position. Sometimes it can be difficult to keep the machine stable while carrying a light load of material. Machine bounce or loping can be minimized by reducing your speed, leaning the front tires in the direction that the material is being moved, changing blade angle, changing blade pitch, staggering the air pressure in your rear tandems. For example, the right front tire is set at 25 psi,